Well, Tony Gosling joins us now. He's an investigative journalist out of the British city of Bristol. Tony, welcome. What is it about British policing? I mean, if we take just a few examples, when you had the university tuition fees at the time of the Tory Lib Dems coalition, you had kids protesting. We saw a very heavy-handed approach there. You've got a women vigil now. Yeah, the police showing a macho image, if you like, but when you get a violent far-right white extremists who are marching and even scaring the locals, the police either can't or don't want to touch them.
Well, isn't it fascinating? It seems to be the protests that we get on the news here in the West. Some good protests, some bad protests. Some of the protesters are heroes, others are villains. So there's no even-handedness in this. So we seem to be getting a similar thing going on domestically in Britain now, where it's one rule for one type of protester, say a Black Lives Matter protest or an Extinction Rebellion protest, and it's a totally different situation if you're campaigning to stop the alleged murder, to draw attention to the alleged murder of an innocent woman by a serving police officer, allegedly, I'd say, because this has not come to court yet. But that's why the people were out in Clapham Common in London on Saturday evening and criminalised for it. It's one of the ITV journalists here in Britain actually tweeted. He said, "Do the police realise what this protest was about? It was about violence by men on women." And all of a sudden we have a load of male police storming in and being violent towards women, trying to close the right of protest down for them. And you know what? This is fuel to the fire for many people across not just Britain but the world, who are saying, well, actually a lot of the COVID regulations which are running coaching horses through human rights are being used as an excuse to usher in a police state here. So that's one of the things I've been hearing anyway. People very cynical about whether it serves any useful purpose whatsoever for the police to try and shut down a peaceful protest of thousands of women against the alleged murder by a police officer of a woman.
Okay, Tony, I'm afraid we have run out of time.
Yeah, can I just say one thing, please? There's also this police crime and sentencing bill is not just going to get rid of the human right to protest, which is Article 20 in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It's also getting rid of the right to reside for gypsies and travellers, and it's being voted on tomorrow in the House of Commons. 13 in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So they're running a coach and horses through the peace settlement after the Second World War. Many people are saying now we're moving towards a totalitarian style police state in Britain.
Tony, as always, thank you very much indeed for your time. Tony Gosling, the investigative journalist, joining us out of Bristol.